million Jamaican dollars yearly. That's how much the National Fisheries Authority is spending on a program to train deep sea fishers how to properly dive and use scuba diving equipment. In part one of a two-part special feature, Krista Campbell looks at the training that's mainly designed to reduce decompression illness, which kills several fisherfolk every year in Jamaica.
Divers heading out to sea on a Thursday morning in Discovery Bay, St. Anne. For some, it's a first-time experience. For others, it's the first time diving with tanks. They explain that many Jamaican fishermen who do deep-sea fishing are used to having just a spear gun, snorkel, and fins.
Free diving, you go down, you're probably chasing down a fish. If you don't stop, you probably try to spear it. And you come up back. So within a minute you hop, and probably you don't spend any time on the surface. If you see another fish, you go down. So it's probably take 4 or 5 hours for the day.
But with the proper scuba diving gear and training, deep sea fishers are able to breathe underwater and therefore fish for a much longer time. Through a National Fisheries Authority funded scuba diving program certified by the University of the West Indies Marine Lab in Discovery Bay, they also get a free specialized dive watch to help in the process.
It will tell you that if you go to about 60 feet, you will have maybe 30 or 40 minutes of time that you should be there. Based on your health and your fitness level, you may use less air, because somebody young and fit, like some of our young fishers here, they may be able to get an hour and 20 minutes out of that tank. I being an older gentleman, may only get 45 minutes. So because of their youthfulness and their health, sometimes they push these limits.
Academic coordinator at the Marine Lab, Dr. Camilo Trench, explains that many fishers have paid the ultimate price for pushing those limits.
In some cases, we have deaths every year. For example, last year we had about 6 recorded deaths of fishers dying from decompression illness or arterial gas embolism, which is when they ascend too quickly.
Some fishers always intend to hold them breath when they see a fish or approach a fish. But that is one of the first wrong rule of diving. Never hold a breath. You must always breathe the air continuously.
Why is that important?
Because the more you hold the air to expand the lungs, can cause damage. And two of the main damage in scuba diving is either paralyzed or death.
The scuba diver trainer.
Have you seen any of these signs and are ready to?
Commonly called bends, and so every year since 2022, 15 to 20 fishers from Discovery Bay in St. Anne, Manchonneil in Portland, Lionel Town in Clarendon, and Port Henderson in Portmore St. Catherine are trained. Though there is no statistical data, anecdotally, Dr. Trench says there have been fewer reported deaths from decompression illness up for treatment.
The first point of contact is a medical facility, more than likely a hospital, where they get certain diagnoses like x-rays, they check their blood oxygen, other things. They might need to put them on a drip because most of the times they are dehydrated. So again, fishers do not smoke, drink before or after a dive because dehydration sets you up for decompression sickness.
The fishers I spoke with say the new knowledge will make a world of difference in how they do their job from now on.
At all times, you make the deeper dive first, and you have a dive table, which is kind of complicated for the layman, but you dialogue with your diving table or your dive watch tell you your time that you should spend on the surface before you meet the next dive.
In part 2, we'll look at treatment and recovery from decompression illness. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.